Hi everyone, thank you for tuning into my video. To all of my current subscribers and viewers who haven't subscribed yet, thank you for coming back. And to all the new people, welcome. So basically I'm an intuitive reader, so I basically just kind of go with the flow and just see what spirit is here to tell me, and I try to translate that. For the people who are watching. So if this resonates with you, please, leave a thumbs up, like, subscribe, leave a comment, whatever you feel, whatever the spirit moves you, whichever way spirit moves you, please do. This is going to be a divine masculine reading for the month of February 2020. This is my first divine masculine reading, so I'm interested to see how this will go because masculine energy can sometimes be heavy. And, hey, let's see. Let's just see how it goes. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Contact me through social media or my email. All my details are below. Okay. And I'll do the same that I always do. At the end of the reading, I'll read an inspirational affirmation card. Sorry, tongue tied. Okay, so let's see what I'm picking up for the masculine energy, divine masculine energy for the month of February 2020. I'm getting a sense of focus, as if they're really focused on money and releasing something, moving away or releasing something. They're almost at a loss, almost like it's something that they lost, that they're working really hard to return to. Okay. And they're working on connecting with themselves. Some of them may even be going through the dark night of the soul, where they're doing a lot of self-reflecting, a lot of even reconnecting with themselves so they can be sure in the direction that they're going in. Right? And some of them, I guess it's just different levels of the divine masculine energy. I guess I was originally under the assumption that they were all kind of collectively moving in a particular direction, but you have some that are completely depleted, some who are losing hope in that are losing hope in almost like relationships, almost. And I say relationships as in like a divine counterpart relationship, because of all the drama and craziness that's been going on in their life, the experiences that they've had. They're almost wondering, how is it possible for me to continue to move in this way? But some of them are kind of like, you know what, forget it. But there are two groups. Some are like, okay, forget it. And some are like, okay, I can do this. I'm going to sit and I'm going to refocus and I'm going to regain myself. And they want to come towards the divine feminine, because it's something that's so compelling. It's not even just sexual energy. It's the intellect, it's the growth between the two that makes them want to, okay, I got a few cards, that makes them want to move towards the divine feminine. Okay. So as you can see, just based on my it's not really a pre-shuffle, just an intuitive read, you can tell that there's two different energies here. You have an energy of depletion, of not wanting to move forward, not even want to do anything. It's like they can't see the life around them. They can't see the life that they still have within them. Because even though, like someone once pointed out to me, like even though this is a dead tree, it's still alive. It's like in the fall when all the leaves kind of fall off. It's still alive. It's still life in it, but they're not seeing that, which is causing them not to be able to move forward. But then you have another group who, so here it is. So they sacrificed themselves, or they went against what they thought. So they went against, even though something said, hey, don't mess with that, don't do that, don't make that decision, they made it anyway, right? And doing that, it caused them to lose passion. Now this is for the first group. It caused them to like lose passion in whatever it was. So of course they felt like they would fail. Now they don't want to move forward. Now they're just kind of stagnant in their energy. They're like, okay, I'm gonna just be complacent because I tried this love thing and I've tried to compromise. I tried to do all these things, but it just hasn't worked for me. And some of them have. And then you have this second group who made the same sacrifice and went through the same stages. To me, I would say like the dark night of the soul. And they're going to continue. They're going to find their creative spark and they're going to ride in. They're going to go and get their balance, masculine, feminine energy, twin flame, wisdom. They're going in with all this knowledge and this full understanding to bring pleasure in their lives and the divine feminine lives, and i.e. the lives of their family. Okay. It's like now they know what they need to do now. They need to get their money up, get their passion up, find something that'll help them outside of their job to help come financially, because they know that the way that they entered your life before isn't going to suffice now. They can't come as like not offering anything. Now they know, after everything that you all have been through, that they have to come with something. And it looks like they're going to come with something, because they're going to find their passion and they're going to continue to move towards you, divine feminine. And this is for the second group. And it looks like on the first group, to go back to the first group, it's like they're like, look how it's just pouring out. It's like normally it'll be pouring out as in like, and being able to refill yourself. But what's standing out to me is how everything is coming out of her, right? Everything she's pouring, giving everything that she had. And that's what caused this depletion, or the thought of depletion, or the thought of failure. Because there's still life, of course. There may not be any water, but there's still life because it's earth, right? And maybe after they go through this phase or this period, that they're going to find clarity and maybe even move into this energy, move up in this journey of saying, okay, even though I felt like things were different, but now that I'm internalizing everything and I'm focusing on myself, I'm focusing on spirit, and I'm seeing what spirit has to offer me, or what spirit is trying to say to me, now I can move forward to move in my energy, right? And move forward. I get a card for the second group of divine masculines. Yeah. See, this card for the second group of divine masculines that has been through this phase. They've been through this, and now they're here and trying to receive and trying to move towards their divine feminine. Now they're trying to get into union, and now they're living. So you know how sometimes in relationships you're so focused on the other person, or you're so focused on making sure you do things right, you miss this piece. You miss the childlike energy, the happiness of a child, and being happy in that energy, or being happy as you are. You miss that because you're so focused on all these other things, tangible things, that it makes you miss out on the intangible, which is the happy, the joy, the loving, the caring, the companionship. And I feel like this second group of divine masculines are really moving towards their divine feminine. Now, the first group, they're still working on it. They're still working on it and trying to come through, trying to create this. But they have to go through this, i.e., dark night of the soul. They have to go through the understanding. They have to go through through the meditation, and knowing that their experiences is to help them grow spiritually. Like life, like this existence in this life is about soul growth. It's about moving forward in life. And for some reason, I'm being drawn to pull from these cards, and I normally don't. But I'm going to pull a card and see. Oh. Yeah. So what do these cards mean? Okay, so this 10 of clubs is basically saying that they're coming out of it. Hence the reason why the clarity. So there's a group that's going through this, but at some point in February, they'll be coming out of this and maybe even moving it towards this energy. Some may be coming out of it, but still kind of trying to say, hey, you know, now that I've learned this much about myself, and I've learned that I've been this person in this relationship, or I've been this person in this physical body, how am I going to move forward? Is kind of what I'm getting. And so how would the first group of divine masculines move forward after they come out of this stagnant energy? Will they move? How will they move forward? Queen of Hearts. So maybe they are moving towards their divine feminine. When they come out of it, it's like they'll be renewed in love. It'll be a renewal in love. Which is good. I mean, that's amazing to hear, because, you know, duality is so important in this existence. And to come into yourself, or even be rejuvenated and guided to this queen. I love that. That's beautiful. So for the first group of divine masculines, if this is you, you're coming out of this stagnant energy, this doubtful energy, this hurt and lustful energy, and you're coming into yourself. But you're going to move towards your divine counterpart. And I think that's beautiful. Life needs balance and imbalance. Don't get me wrong. Imbalance is just as important as balance. And for this second group of divine masculines, what is this 7 of clubs? I'm getting like money and prosperity, and money and prosperity and love, like all around abundance. So now that you know what you want, and you know what you need to do to attain these goals, now you have the heart, the power, the energy, and the drive to do those things. I think that's beautiful as well. So, well, the second group of divine masculines, are they going to move towards their Well, duh, Maisha, it's nothing. Going to move towards their divine counterpart. Okay, divine masculines. I have two. I will pull two cards. One for the first group of divine masculines and one for the second group of divine masculines. This is an affirmation card. And for some reason, I'm hearing, don't be afraid to speak your voice. Like, say your truth. Say your truth, because that's what's important. Say your truth and move in your truth. Because as you do that, that'll set the tone for your relationship. Not only your relationship with your divine feminine, but your relationship with at work, at home, in your community. Okay? And it's okay to be a leader. You're supposed to be a leader. Okay? Be confident and precise. Okay, may I have a card for the second group of divine masculines? Okay, so no card is coming out. So I'm assuming that this patience card is for both. But I'll pull one just to see. Inspiration. I think that's beautiful. So I pulled this, but this came out. So let's relay this card to both, and then this one to inspiration, which I think it fits perfectly. Patience. Congratulations, you've been granted more patience. You may start using it right away or much, much later. Waiting a long time is the sort of option now afforded to you by greater patience. Can you believe it? Look at this. You're still reading, and you haven't started getting annoyed yet. Imagine how this patience will transform your life. Imagine how easy it would be to go to the post office. Okay, so that makes perfect sense, because as the first group of divine masculines, you're moving through this state of stagnation, which could be agitating because you thought that you should be at a particular point, right? But you haven't made it there yet. So yeah, you're kind of agitated. You're frustrated. Hence the dark night of the soul. Hence the reason why you have to look internally. The reason why you're being set down to kind of reevaluate different things as it relates to love, money, and relationships. I think that's beautiful. And patience is something that group number 2 have already went through. They understand that. So they know in speaking their truth, they'll be able to basically be considerate and be understanding, just in case they don't get it the first time around. They'll be able to get it the second time around. They know that sometimes things take time, but in that time, continue to build and grow in your true essence, divine masculine. Okay, so the second card we have is inspiration. There is a voice of inspiration within me. Right now, it's only a whisper, but the more I listen, the louder it will get. Soon it will be a flawless speech. Voice of James Earl Jones. Simba, you deliberately... No, I'm joking. Through a megaphone with lots of applause. I think that's beautiful. And for divine masculines, just hold on to whatever your why is. What inspires you? What's your goal? Enjoy the journey. Don't get me wrong, but what's your goal? So this goal will continue to guide you and push you forward. It will continue to, keep you on track if there is a particular track, right? Because life is about experiences. But divine masculine, continue to move towards your divine feminine and being in whole in who you are, and being wholeness in who you are. Okay, divine masculine, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please like, subscribe. Please leave your notes down below, your comments down below. Please email me if you have any questions. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you. Bye.